guys, Sarah here. Welcome back for day 3. This was yesterday, which was a certain peach tree. Look at just the beautiful purple that's coming through. That's really, really lovely. I haven't written all my little things yet, so I've actually pulled out an ink for today that I know I've written for. And so today we're going to do No Pendant Braiding. I actually originally bought this ink in one of the so-and-so 10ml bottles. I've used it a bit, so I put it into a smaller sample vial because I would like to be able to use those bigger ones for if I need to, if I get to the end of an ink bottle, if I want to give someone a bigger sample, etc. I don't know if I've still totally found a way to store or categorize, etc. all my inks exactly how I want. Getting there. I have a couple of containers from Daiso that work really well. So what I don't know is what season this is from, because I didn't write that on my little guide, but I'm just going over to this. It's season 5. I'm really hoping that I can get through this 30 inks, 30 days. Life's a bit hectic, which I do feel like I say every video, but I also thought worst case if I need to do kind of 2 in one day, that'll be okay. I also I'm going to do my first giveaway at the end of this month. I'm going to, someone was selling some Van Diemen's inks on the Facebook Marketplace for a really good price. And there were some doubles and stuff, and he'd only really taken like one swatch out of them. And there was an ink in there I wanted. So I bought them and I said, of the doubles, because he was selling a whole bunch of ink. I said, of the doubles, can you take the duplicates and add it just as like surprise freebies for other people who are purchasing ink? And he said yes, which was awesome. And then I've got, I think 4 or 5 that actually have the boxes. And so I'm going to do that. I'm saving them, and at the end of this, I'm going to do a swatching video of those inks and the ones I bought and do a giveaway. So what I would love to be able to do is, if at the end of this 30 ink, 30 days, I can get to 1,000 subscribers, then I'll be able to post that, well, I haven't filmed it yet, but post that video and do it. So when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will then get people to comment on that video, and maybe I'll get my daughter to choose someone based on the name or something. And I'm going to do it internationally. I'm happy to post it internationally, and I'll be able to send someone a few bottles, maybe 5 bottles of ink, 4 or 5, which is exciting. I've never done it, and it's not affiliated with Van Diemen's or anything. And I've been thinking of what I wanted to do to kind of mark a milestone if I can get there. And what I liked about this idea was that if there's a few things. First of all, Van Diemen's, Aussie brand, kind of like that. Secondly, just to try and work in terms of this consumerist part of this hobby, they're secondhand. I really love the Facebook community. he was selling them not to make money at all. He just wanted to pass it on, and 1,000 is kind of just a nice hallmark number. So that's kind of my idea. So if you're watching these 30 Ink 30 Days video and you want to share them and subscribe at the end of this, so it'll probably be the start of July, I'll post that Bad Demons one, and when we hit 1,000, I'll choose someone from those comments, reach out, and then can ship them some really cool ink. All right, I've half written this. I'll do the thing where I finish it off and speed up and then come back. Alrighty, so it's not a poem today. As I said, I think in yesterday's video, I'm sometimes doing poems or just really whatever the first thought that comes to mind, that first connection, that's what I'm going with. And for this ink, as silly as it sounds, it's the word braiding. My daughter loves if you can do kind of fancy hair. And for the life of me, I cannot braid hair. I've tried watching YouTube. I can't do it. It is not a skill I possess. And that's kind of what I thought of. So I've just written a funny and ridiculous impact of my own maternal mental load. No matter how hard I try, I can't do even the most simple of hair braids. And then I just said, oh, the self-imposed shame. So might not be relatable or even meaningful to you, but that's what jumped to mind, and I'm just wanting to kind of stick with the immediate reactions or associations. This is a really, really nice purple, similar with not all, but some Kitty Inkpot inks. They can be on the drier side. I really like this ink. I think I've used it in a Twisby and I feel like one other pen, but I can't right now remember. It's on the darker side, which I quite like. When it pulls really heavily, you kind of get these hints of brown as it gets colder, and I think just because life's a bit shit at the moment, I don't know, I'm really wanting darker colors. A mix between darker and like saturated, and this, I guess, not saturated, but in terms of like shadier. This isn't going to make sense. In terms of shadier, lighter purples, this is a dark one. Great sentence, Sarah. That just made total sense. But that's what we have for today. No pendant braiding. I'm hoping it's coming. I think you can see it there in that little bit. Just the purple, and you get that dark halo, but then it kind of, when it pulls heavier, it's bleeding into this like slightly warmer brown. It's not coming through in that writing sample, but with the dip nib, it is coming through just little bits if you look in the center of the letters there, which I think is really beautiful. So that is our third Kitty Inkpot ink for our Kitty Inkpot, 30 inks, 30 days. And that's okay, you know, compared to that one, which is also purple, which is also pooling brown. It's definitely on the cooler side, as you can see. And I just love the difference there. So that will bring us to the end of day 3. If you're doing 30 inks, 30 days, let me know what you inked up for day 3 or what you swatched, however you're doing it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.